kick it away. And back deep. Luke Wysong, 15, Nakari Rogers, 28. And this one's going to go well through the end zone for the touchback. Devin Dampier making his way out. Won a state title his junior year at Saguaro in Arizona as one of his teammates as a go-to receiver, Javen Jacobs, that you might see a little bit later on. He can run it as well as throw it. They'd love to be able to distribute the ball a lot more in Bronco Mendenhall's offense. Eli Sanders is the setback. Transfer from Iowa State, and it's a quick hitch to Wysong, and Luke gets down the sidelines for a first down. "14 yards on that pickup. Caden Dowler makes the tackle.
Montana State's defensive theme during the offseason was leverage and tackling. Not good leverage there. Let's see if that continues.
Sanders trying to bounce outside, and look at him go. This was an accomplished back that transferred from Iowa State. More on that a little bit later as you look at these lineups. That offensive front, brand new, all of them. Singletary has moved from tackle into center, and McKenzie is another guy that can move around as well. Sanders, Trujillo, Wysong, Bruckler, the tight end. Caleb Medford is a possession receiver that Devin Dampier will look to as well. Little curl pattern, that one's incomplete. Ryan Davis, number 18, the intended receiver, broken up by McCade O'Reilly, number 43, the will linebacker. There you see the defense. Look out for Brody Grebe, the cowboy at defensive end. Didn't play in pads with 11 players until he was in high school. It was 6-on-6 for him at a graduating class of 7. Third down and 7. Just underway here in Albuquerque. Out of the shotgun. Dampier with time. Looping it long and deep for Trujillo. And a marker down. At the 15, Miles Jackson, number 6, the senior from Portland, Oregon, was in man coverage down there and might have gotten there a little too quickly. We have a Mountain West crew here. Jonathan Noley is our referee.
It's going to be straight down the field there. When you look at the defense of Montana State.
Defense, number 6, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
So it is a first down at the 43-yard line. Sanders to the 40. Brylan Ort, number 26. He is their leading tackler, an original walk-on out of Missoula, Montana. Sanders remains the setback after a gain of 3. On the out pattern, incomplete. That one should have been caught by Trujillo. Unable to reel it in. That ball climbed on him just a little bit, got him up around the shoulder pads. Keep an eye on that receiver down low as you see Sanders in motion. Dampier, he is resourceful back there. Buys time, and the pass incomplete. Intended for Ryan Davis, 18, and again Miles Jackson was closing quickly on him. So it'll be a fourth down situation coming up for Bronco Mendenhall.
It's a nice job by the quarterback, getting outside and trying to make a play. You can see the ball kind of flutters as he gets hit down low. Nice job by Montana State, standing tall after giving up a few plays and getting the defense off the field.
Tycho Dollar, who is an outstanding return man, both he and Ty McCullough. He's in single safety. Nice high end over end punt, and he's going to let it down inside the 10, and it does bounce into the end zone. So now we get to see the young man from Butte, Montana, Tommy Malott, who shared time a year ago with the man that's his offensive analyst now, Sean Chambers. He will be the number 1. They were working a shuttle system with a 2-quarterback circumstance. Both guys were tremendous runners, both he and Sean Chambers. Brent Vigen has his offensive coordinator, Tyler Walker, now. They're going to try to open this thing up, maybe throw the ball a little bit more in this offense now that they don't have 2 running quarterbacks as they have had in the past. Scott Dre Humphrey is the setbacks out of the shotgun. And Humphrey out ahead to the 23-yard line, just past the 22. Jaden Wilson, the middle linebacker, making the stop. Well, they'll give him 2, 2nd down and 8. It's the tight end Lonergan who comes into the slot left. And they run the stretch play. Humphrey. Out of that zone read look, Humphrey got to the edge quickly. Spot the ball at the 39. Adam Jones, 23, checks in at running back now. Malott. He may go back behind the line of scrimmage 3 or 4 yards, but there's a method to his madness. Christian Ellis and Noah Avenger. Avenger is the big hitter, really the leader of that defense, coordinated by Nick Howell.
Watch him on film. He has great running instincts, right? And there's so many guys that are big, they're fast, they're strong, but they don't have running instincts. He has those running instincts, and that's why you see him gain a little depth and then get downhill so he can avoid the defender.
He probably is saying to himself, I'm just moving my pocket, man.
I'm just doing what I can.
From the 43 after a gain of 5. Play fake to Jones. And again on a comeback route. It's Lanyata Alexander Jr., number 2. The junior out of Washington with a 6-yard pickup, moved the chains. Christian Ellis with a stop. In fact, last year, no one rushed the ball any better in FCS than this Montana State team. And that out pattern is thrown low, incomplete for Alexander. 2nd down and 10. Three-3-5 defense for the Lobos, and here comes blitz, a late blitz, and a sack, and a fumble, and a recovery, and it's going the other way. Christian Ellis, a touchdown. It was a delayed blitz.
What a nice job coming off the edge to get to the quarterback. And though that's his passing side, he's looking to the left, so it's similar to a blind side. He gets the ball out, picks it up on the scoop, and he is rolling to the end zone. Very nice job and a nice start by this New Mexico defense.
Jaden Wilson, the Mike linebacker, came on a delayed blitz. You're right, the pressure came off the edge early, which had and forced really Malott to kind of come inside and absorb that blow from Wilson. Well, Drzwicki is in for the extra point. The junior from Shelby Township, Michigan, puts it through.
When you try to set up your run game and your pass game, the offensive linemen have to be quick to replace the guys that are pulling around.
That is New Mexico's first fumble recovery touchdown since 2021. Kick was a bit short, picked up by an up man to get it up to around the 30-yard line. Steinkamp comes up with a tackle after the boot. Scott Dre Humphrey is the setback. The sophomore from Seattle. And here's Malott in some trouble. He decided to read it and hold it. And that was great convergence defensively, no gain.
Defensive coordinator Coach Howell said that they're going to commit to stopping the run and give them the easy throws.
On 2nd and 10, it pops for Humphrey. Right over the right side. Scott Dre Humphrey out for 23 yards. Cam Watts, number 18, with a stop.
Take a look right here. Everybody does their job, but he's a little slow to get to the running back. That's his fit, and he's not there. And a very nice job by this young running back, Scott Dre Humphrey, that's not so young anymore after playing a full season.
It's week 0 and game number 1 for all of us. Here's Adam Jones trying the right side. Not much there. Tyler Keeney, number 7, redshirt junior from Los Lunas, New Mexico, with a stop.
It's a big time
third down and 10
here
for the Bobcats.
You can see New Mexico standing that man-to-man defense.
Under duress, Malott gets rid of it. Ahead for about 4 yards, and that's all. Well, the ball is at the 45-yard line, and Jevin Jacobs dropped back some single safety. He is at his 5-yard line. High end over end. Taken in and cradled at the 4-yard line by Jevin Jacobs. We welcome you back to Albuquerque, the Lobos of New Mexico. Nursing an early 7-0 lead with a score by their defense on the opening series for Montana State. And now this is their second possession of the game, and they'll begin on their doorstep at the 5-yard line. Bronco Mendenhall looks on. Tim Brando and Devin Gardner with you.
For a young quarterback, this is usually a bad position, but Bronco Mendenhall said that he's very comfortable with Devin Dampier's poise in these situations.
Out of the shotgun, running out of time. Boy, look at that. Magnificent work. A little Harry Houdini with a flag coming down late. Could have a block in the back by his receiver. That was a heck of a run from his end zone.
Right there, you can see the poise that I talked about. 2 hands on the ball, not making a bad decision, and moving and creating plays, even though he got a hold downfield by his right receiver.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Holding, offense, holding, defense, number 38. Penalties offset. Replay first down.
Well,
Let's try it again.
Yeah, that's a bit of a wash. They tagged John Johnson, the cornerback, with the hold on the back end of Montana State. Eli Sanders is the setback out of the shotgun again. Dampier rolls, shoots it, and that'll be another marker.
Yeah, you're going to get either a pass interference or a holding call out on the outside. A very nice job of Wysong getting to the top of his route and snapping down hard and running away from the defender.
Andrew Powdrill, number 1, I think was guilty of the hold.
Pass interference. Defense, number 1.
It's
The ball
actually
will be
Ryan
placed at the
Davis.
spot of the foul. It's an automatic first down.
Sanders remains the setback. No power eye look. And the handoff goes to Eli. Out of the shotgun. Quick pitch. Sanders. He's out to the 20-yard line. This is the 3rd time they faced 3rd and 7. So in each one of their possessions, they have faced 3rd down and 7.
As a quarterback, I always love the opportunity to get uncovered wide receivers. You see the motion and the follow. That means it's probably going to be man-to-man by the Montana State defense. You want to find your best matchup and get the ball. You got an opportunity down here.
Remember, Jacobs now in the running back position is a receiver. Going to go long this time on the fly route, and it is caught by Wysong. Luke Wysong, the redshirt junior from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. 53 yards.
Wysong does a good job of just getting downfield, and then he gets on the safety. But in the pass game, there's a little bit more to be desired. They took advantage there.
That pass is airmailed by Dampier.
And the one thing that you have to be able to do is trust your quarterback to make those plays and not make mistakes, and Dampier's doing it right now.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. Option to the wide side of the field, and boy, oh boy, did McCade O'Reilly make connection. The Will linebacker from Bozeman, Montana. A loss of 1.
Take a look right there in the middle of your screen. Watch him flow to the ball. Flow, 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 flow. And then boom, attack. No chance to pitch the ball. Very nice job by Dampier to protect the ball and not make a bad play worse, but that's a nice job by O'Reilly.
Jacobs again in the backfield. Watch for him as a possible receiver out of it. And going for the sideline route to Trujillo, again overthrown, and it's 4th down. So Drzwicki will be called upon. They love his leg. That's 47 yards is his longest. This one's going to be right at 45. He had 47 for his longest a year ago. 10 out of 14 back in 2023. Right down the middle. The Lobos have a 10-0 lead in Albuquerque. Game number 1, week 0.
Was he not as poised as can be with so much uncertainty coming into the season with a whole new offensive line, a lot of new pieces? I love this poise.
Out of the shotgun, Malott. And they go the other way on the jet sweep. It's Ty McCullough. And McCullough has a 1st down. The senior from Moreno Valley, California, chased down by Bryson Taylor.
Securing the edge is so important. Get those guys around to make sure you can get this jet sweep on the edge. You can see the defense of New Mexico did not keep that outside arm free, right? You got to have outside arm free to make sure you secure the edge and turn that back inside.
Humphrey, the setback out of the gun from the 44-yard line of the Bobcats. There's the out pattern. It's caught by McCullough. Yards after catch, Cam Watts with the stop. Looks like we got a late flag as the whistle had been blown, and I believe the tackler, Watts, just kind of held on a little too long. Here
After
comes
the
the
play,
penalty.
personal foul. Defense number 18, 15-yard penalty. Added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
And the Bobcats down by 10, and a ball control team. They can't afford to get down by more than 10. They need to hang close. Quick hitch, it's McCullough again. Great defensive reaction that time from Avenger, Noah Avenger.
When you have short throws like that, that's an extension of the run game, so they're going to be right in there to make the play.
On 2nd and 7. Great penetration again. And it's that secondary and that linebacking core coming up, getting in the tackle box. 3rd down and 8. Jones, 23, the setback. Trips to the top of your screen. Blitz up the gut. Malott, incomplete. When they're inside the 35-yard line. 4th down. This pass incomplete. Intended for Dowler. Well, Bronco Mendenhall has seen his defense score a touchdown and get a stop on downs. And he's done very well against FCS opponents, but he knew he was playing one of the best, if not the best, in the country today. Great respect he has for this Montana State program. All the time he's spent in that state, you can understand why. Quick curl route for Ryan Davis, and he saddles and settles in for a 4-yard pickup on the seat of his pants. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2-by-2 wideouts with Sanders, the setback, out of the shotgun. And Eli will bounce it outside. Boy, does he have quick feet. 1st down at midfield. Caden Dowler with the stop, a gain of a baker's dozen.
This is what you get from a guy like Sanders, right? He's going to make a guy miss in the open field.
Although there are a lot of questions about what you're facing. You really couldn't look at a lot of film and prepare for this game. Again, a curl pattern as Sean Miller on a comebacker. He and Jevin Jacobs won a state title in their junior year. Sanders forges ahead for the 1st down. Jacobs again is in at setback. They'll line him up there as well as at wide receiver. And on the play fake, beautiful. Look-in pattern on the slant to Wysong for the 1st down, a gain of 14.
Caden Dowler is going to be the player in conflict right there. When you get these deep offensive linemen, guard, pull, he has to freeze. And then you can get Wysong right behind him. A very nice job of design with that run-pass option. And Dampier puts a beautiful pass right behind his ear for a 1st down.
Well, just as you said in the open of our broadcast, Devin, just because he hasn't had a lot of experience doesn't mean he doesn't have game.
Oh, yeah.
Sanders the setback as we open the 2nd. And another quick look in. It's caught. It's the tight end, Trace Bruckler, the redshirt junior from Frisco, Texas. He prepped at Lone Star High School. He's a big target. And in this offense where you're really trying to get some quick hitches and slant patterns going, he's a great target to find. Sanders again, 3 touchdowns. Sanders was on his way to the portal. RPO, touchdown time. It's Bruckler again.
They do a very nice job here. You're going to get just a sneak corner route here. But when you get the safeties to come down because you've run the ball well, there's nobody for him. A very nice job with Dampier. These are the hard ones, right, Tim? You get on the outside, he's wide open, you give him a nice, easy ball to catch, and a touchdown for New Mexico.
Drizwicki with the extra point. Well, this was Montana State's worst nightmare. A team that doesn't throw it a lot.
Couldn't agree more.
They're going to have to throw it now. Down by 3 scores with plenty of time remaining here in the second quarter. The clock, I mean, everything going right for the home team with a defensive score to open this game. And now Malott is rattled a little bit. His passing efficiency has not been there. Everything for New Mexico's got to be earned, says Bronco Mendenhall. Scottrey Humphrey, 22, is in the backfield, again out of the shotgun. Malott with only 19 yards in the air, 4 out of 8. And has only rushed the ball 3 times. And look at that. Right as we mention it, they pop it free right over the right side. Bryson Taylor finally runs down Scottrey Humphrey on a big-time 34-yard run.
Avenger's been really good all day, but he takes a bad angle outside. He's not in position, and the running back splits it.
By the way, he was running right behind their best guard, Marcus Weir, consensus All-America. He's got a future at the next level. 39 yards. He went right behind their best offensive lineman. And they'll do it again. He burrows inside the 40. Second down and 5. Look out again. Double deuce. Takes it to the 20. As Keith Jackson would say, is a behemoth big ugly. He's got some serious game. One more time, getting back to basics. Adam Jones this time ahead for 6. Jaden Wilson, who caused that fumble recovery earlier, just back into the game at linebacker. Malott's pass is caught, cradled at the 8. And a little yak yardage from Ryan King, number 9. Big target, 6'4", transfer from both Georgia Tech and later East Carolina.
Just a hitch route. We talked about it. He has to be able to hit it. He hits it there.
Humphrey in the pistol. Play fake. Malott. The toss is caught. Touchdown. It's Ryan Schlepp, number 88. He's the 3rd option at tight end.
I can tell you right now, they didn't have Ryan Schlepp on their bingo card to get in the end zone. When you have man-to-man defense, the corner route is the man-to-man beater, and I just talked about it. Can he make throws into tight windows with tight coverage? He shows it there, and that's a touchdown for Montana State.
Yeah, Lonergan, 87, and Hunter Province, 86, are the primary tight ends. Here's Miles Sandstead with his first extra point, and he got it. The Bobcats had to have it. When you're an FCS power, and this team is, your pride is at stake. And a pair of 8s signals snake eyes. Brent Vigen's got to be pleased with that drive. It was textbook Montana State. Had it not been for some missed field goal opportunities very early in that game. Luke Wysong, again, is back deep.
One player on offense, the quarterback, one player on defense. It'll cut off at the snap or 15 seconds on the play clock, whichever comes first.
And after everything that happened a year ago, it's really good to see. Every other form, at every other form of football, they had that, except the college game.
First downs, the clock will stop and then start on the ready. So we've got a 2-minute timeout now in college football.
On 2nd and 12, Jacobs takes that one in and is shoved out of bounds at the 29. Thanks, Dean.
And Tim, with strategy, you kind of think totally different now, because you might have 4 timeouts when you have 3 technically.
Absolutely.
If you have that 2-minute timeout on the horizon. So it's just a little bit more a strategy that goes into the game that the coaches are going to have to deal with.
3rd down 6. Jacobs remains the setback. 3 wide receiver set for the Lobos. They go empty, and that pass is incomplete. Georgia Tech with that upset of Florida State. And here you got an FCS team that was down 17, which really you couldn't paint a more difficult picture for them. And they still have a chance now to get the mojo going prior to halftime.
Especially because of their style of play.
Yeah, without a doubt. Taco Dowler spun down at the 24. And Josh Sims roaming the sidelines. Scottrey Humphrey takes it on that zone read. And you know, we were talking about the headsets and the radio equipment being used by New Mexico. That's not the case, Josh, for their opposition today.
Yeah, that's right, Tim. We heard Dean Blandino give that new rule, but for Montana State, they're electing not to use it for the simple fact they won't be able to use it during the playoffs. So why get used to something that won't help them during a postseason run?
I really do understand that philosophy, too. Humphrey burrows ahead. Humphrey's got 9 carries for 104 yards, replaced by Adam Jones on this play. 1st and 10 from the 35. Malott again underneath to Adam Jones. MVP of that last series was his right guard. Look at this.
Yeah, he does a very nice job. And when we talked to the coaching staff, we knew he was talented. And they said that he was talented a year ago. They knew right away, first day of camp as a freshman, that he would be a contributor. But the patience and the ability to make sure that he sets his blocks up and gets down the field is what he really improved on this year.
Big number 76 out of Billings, Montana. What a future Marcus Weir has. He set all of that up. And there's Jones again. He made Bruce Feldman's freaks list, and trust me when I tell you, that's a compliment. 31-inch vertical jump, squatted 600, clean 375. I'm happy to report I made Feldman's freaks list for broadcasters. He worked with me for a couple of years. That pass is caught by Taco Dowler. I think we can go watch this. Let's get to the game. Have some tacos. There's that quick hitch again to McCullough. Ty McCullough just shy of the 40-yard line of New Mexico. Bryson Taylor with the stop, but it's a first down.
Gotta love a wide receiver outside, Taco Dowler.
And they go with 3 wides and Humphrey in the backfield. New Mexico showing blitz. Here it comes off the left side. And that pass is incomplete. Looked like it was a back shoulder throw to Alexander, but it was a little too far behind him. All he ever wanted to be was a quarterback at Montana State. His dream has been realized. Humphrey again ahead. Noah Avenger comes up to stick him. Strong safety number 1.
Yeah, that's a very nice job by Avenger. Remember earlier, he took a bad angle. This time he starts to take a bad angle, and then he gets underneath and then gets lower than the runner to make that play. Don't be surprised if you don't see a play to set up a 4th down conversion right here.
Good call. Play fake, and he'll hold on to it. On the zone read, Malott.
Very nice job by Malott. We talked about him in the open. He's a guy that can hit the explosive play with his legs. The passing game is where he works so hard to improve.
See the rushing yards, all with Montana State. They've got to win that statistic if they hope to get a road win here today. Came in a favorite, by the way. Uh-oh, crossing pattern, touchdown, McCullough. Boy, he was wide open. Big time breakdown in the secondary, and Ty McCullough reels it in.
Outstanding job, and it's just a race to the opposite side of the field, and it's one of the easiest throws that Malott has had all day.
He had 5 touchdown receptions a year ago, McCullough. And the extra point from Miles Sandstead, the sophomore, boots it through. No one should be shocked at the 14 unanswered points.
I only saw it on TV, and it felt as good as it gets.
Yep. Eli Sanders in the backfield. Dampier underneath to the big tight end Bruckler. His 3rd catch has 1 for a touchdown, a gain of only 3. So it was Dampier's first quarter. It's been Malott's second with the help of that great ground attack following Marcus Weir, the all-everything offensive lineman that the Bobcats had. They flipped the script in the second quarter. Sanders a first down up to the 36-yard line.
Having those legs and getting through the secondary.
Quick out to Medford.
Get forward-leaning yards.
A little crossbuck action here. Sanders to the 49. He's got his brother Bryce on the team now. He's like a throwback to Walt Garrison, the original Cowboy. Quick crossing pattern
by Ryan Davis.
Little wide receiver screen. Wysong with a little bit of help from Medford with a shadow block there to squeeze a few yards out of that. Only a couple. And it'll be 2nd down and 8.
It's such a skill, Tim, as a quarterback, to pull that ball out, flip your hips, and drive those balls accurately on your wide receivers as they're moving.
Total yards really beginning to even out now. Montana State getting the lion's share of hits on the ground. New Mexico in the air. Dampier's been perfect. Bruckler again, the tight end. His 4th catch of the day. And that last little bolt that he made after the catch, enough to net the 1st down. A gain of 8. Rylan Ort, the strong safety with the stop. Well, you know, at my age, I could probably use a 2-minute warning in the first half. Don't you think?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Beginning next Saturday on Fox. Rob Stone and the guys already warming up. On 1st down, Nakari Rogers, number 28, gets ahead for at least 3, maybe 4. Rylan Ort making the stop.
Tim, did you see that formation? They line up in that old school, and they're doing it again. That old school kind of cross buck. You go this way, I go this way. Nobody knows who has the ball. And now the quarterback has it.
Look out!
For a touchdown.
Well done, Devin Gardner. Great call. Almost borrowing a page from the wing tee. 24 yards, and no one touched him. Hello, how do you do? 98 would have loved to have run that at Michigan.
Oh my gosh. I mean, nobody's there.
Yeah. What an answer. 10-play drive, 3 minutes off the clock, an unabated 6.
Look at that ball handling there, just poised. Oh my goodness, that's good stuff there by Dampier.
I got to tell you.
Laughing his way all the way to the bank.
There are a lot of old guys that run option football that know and love.
Sad days at Ford Field.
You know, this is deserving of another look. They were just lost defensively.
Eyes inside, eyes inside. They have no idea where the ball is, and you've got the young quarterback around the edge to the end zone. Just gotta love that ball fake. Watch the football. How can you see it if you're a defender? They have no idea where it is.
Yeah. It was old offensive line coaches would say, we're getting small. We're going to get small. We're going to get lower.
Oh, yeah.
24-14. What an answer by New Mexico. Malott goes again with that little quick hitch action to Lanyata Alexander. He sat out a year ago after transferring from Washington. Spent the 2021 season at Arizona State. He was a top 60 consensus receiver coming out of high school. He's got a future, no doubt about it. As soon as Malott becomes more confident as a passer, they're even going to get better. And they're already really good.
Yeah, because that running game, even though everybody knows they're going to run it, they still have success, right? If they get serviceable in the pass game, this is going to be a scary team in the FCS.
Taco Dowler goes into the slot left. Again, slant, caught.
And he sets up right in front of the quarterback and catches a nice pass.
You bring an extra defender. Malott gets away. Look out. Tommy Malott. Spin, baby, spin. But he's down behind the line. He could have lost about 10. He winds up taking a 2-yard loss. By the way, that West Virginia team with Garrett Green, I think they could give Penn State all they want next week. Malott steps up and now ushers himself out of bounds.
For offensive coordinator Tyler Walker.
Well, they stayed conservative. And now timeout will be taken. And you're right, plenty of time for New Mexico. They only get 2, and they'll have to boot it away. You can get a win in week 0, particularly if you've got a tough schedule, and New Mexico does. They could really use a home win today with what lies ahead on their schedule. Brendan Hall to boot it away. Kevin Jacobs back deep. Fair catch is called at the 7-yard line. Another great boot, 54 yards. Here are the numbers on Dampier. he has been as advertised.
Yeah, I mean, like I said in the open, there isn't a lot that he can't do. He's poised in the passing game. He's poised in the running game. He creates with his legs on the outside, making plays. You can see there. I just really am excited to see, can he continue this poise, right? He's out of the first 15 plays, those opening plays the teams usually have. He has an opportunity here to try to go down, get in field goal position, or even a touchdown.
It'll be interesting to see how Jason Beck, the offensive coordinator, decides to call it with the ball this deep in Lobo territory.
They said they trust him.
Yep. Jacobs is the setback. And a nice little maneuver. He gets ahead to about the 14-yard line. So the clock's going to go tick, 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 tick. Zach Cruz, 36, makes the stop.
That's one of those plays, you see what you're going to get, right? A little sprint draw, see what you're going to get. If it pops, right, you'll go. And if not, you let the clock run out, be comfortable with a 10-point lead going into half.
I'm impressed with both of these teams. We knew Montana State was a pretty consistent program, but falling down by 17, that was a shock treatment moment for them.
Especially on the road.
Yeah.
A lot different than what they're accustomed to, experiencing in this heat as well.
And then New Mexico answered, and the home folks are enjoying it. Bronco Mendenhall trying to bring back some winning ways that really have been gone for the most part. Came here with intentionality. They're seeking a win against an FBS opponent. That's Johnson with the return out to the 18, and let's go down to Josh Sims.
They are a running football team, and they're going to lean into that here in the second half.
There's Scott Trey Humphrey. Ball's on the ground. New Mexico says they've got it, but it looks as though the Bobcats may have gotten in there to squeeze the leather. Humphrey on top of it. He recovered it himself, and he gained about 2 along the way. So 2nd down and 8 coming up. See where that baby got.
Very nice job of Avenger. He's come down into the box and made plays. You put your shoulder on the football, and hopefully you get it out. New Mexico wasn't able to get to it.
A lot of credit to Humphrey for just doing everything he could. He was crawling on his belly like a reptile to get back to it. And we got a marker down pre-snap. I was about to say, for game one, not a lot of pre-snap penalties for either team. Humphrey in the backfield again. On 2nd and 13, and here's Humphrey. Nothing doing.
Quarterback draw is available with not enough guys in the box.
Malott stepping up into the pocket. He's in trouble. That could be a live ball. Picked up at the 10 and taken in. Touchdown, Avenger. Noah Avenger. Right on top of it, Gabriel Lopez with the stick, number 9. They may rule this incomplete. They're going to take a look at it. It has been ruled a fumble.
I think that ball's let a little loose. I would love to hear what Dean has to think about this, because his arm starts to go forward, but then it gets hit, he loses control, and then the ball flies out. After review, I'm really interested to see what's going to happen here.
Our replay official, Claire Gausman of the Mountain West Conference.
The previous play of a fumble is under review.
Well, this is the first one of these we've had, Dean. So we welcome your input. Well, we'll see. Here's our referee, Jonathan Noley.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown, New Mexico.
Dino, 1-0. And oh, by the way, I abstain.
Well, how about that? Avenger's been in the right position all day, and there he is, Johnny on the spot again, to get that ball and get it in the end zone. This New Mexico team, offensively and defensively, is playing extremely inspired.
Most people would tell you, my old partner included, Spencer Tillman, I speak in absolutes. It's very rare that
absolutely wrong that time.
I was absolutely wrong that time. That's right. And Pereira would be the first to be laughing all the way to the break.
Oh, of course.
Standing coaches. And the man on the right, who took a 2-year hiatus, worked on his ranch and with those horses. His wife finally got to town, by the way, just the other night after selling off the rest of the horses in Colorado. As they've made their move, Brent Vigen's team now has to answer once again, trailing by 17. Here's Johnson with the return, and he's beyond the 20 to the 23. Got to get something done on first down.
Can't allow those defenders to pin their ears back and just run after the quarterback.
Larnigan, the tight end, is in the slot right. There goes Scott Trey Humphrey again. That play's been good to them all day. Avinger making the stop. He looks like he may have a Charlie horse. And of course, far fewer players at the FCS level. Again, up the gut goes Adam Jones, and up for the first down to the 35-yard line. Stay basic, stay sound, cut it to 10 as best you can, and get back in the game. First down and 10. Jones, it's wide open again. Another first down to the 46. They only had 2 defensive scores in the previous 52 games. New Mexico. Jones. Oh, extra effort. Look at that. Just keep those wheels churning, baby. Past midfield. A gain of 4 for number 23.
When you're a read option quarterback like Tommy Mellott is, and you have such success like they're having on this drive in the run game, those defensive ends on the backside start to get a little bit greedy.
Yeah.
And then you can have that opportunity to pull the ball and get on the edge and make play with his legs. We haven't seen him do it in this half. We saw him do it a little in the first half. Let's see if they lean into that a little more as they try to tighten down on that inside running game.
Jared White, number 3, in for the first time. We expected to see him, youngster out of Frisco, Texas. Mellott under pressure, just has to get rid of it.
Here it comes.
Yeah, they're bringing all 7. Man coverage. There's McCullough, and look out. That was well read by Mellott. He knew he had man coverage, and he got it where it needed to be, and Noah Avinger made the stop.
If you have pressure, you have to know where your outlets are, and his outlets are out to the outside because they have, like I've talked about all game, free access. He runs his hitch route, catches the ball, and then you get a little yak, right? Get inside, turn tight, and get down the field for a first down.
Fullback, H-back in the slot left. Mellott. And he threw a dart in the direction of Rohan Jones.
I love the idea. We talked about him getting on the edge, and then you have that extra almost triple option like we talked about Tommy Frazier earlier, that triple option like opportunity, but you got to give him something he can catch, right? You're about 4 yards away. You don't want to throw him a heater where he can't react, especially if it's behind him.
Thinking about those old days, he was pre-RPO. Can you imagine if the RPO game had been what it is today back when he was playing? Out of the gun, Jones the setback. And he set sail for a gain of 4. Sprint out action. That pass is caught, but it looks to be shy of the first down by about a half yard to McCullough. Out of the gun with Humphrey in the backfield. I don't know. Wait a minute, a late push I think may have gotten it for him. He got a late push. Christian Ellis will be credited with a tackle. It appeared as though at the point of attack he was stopped short, but he just kept churning his legs. Got a late push from that massive offensive front.
You're exactly right.
What
a nice job by the defensive line of New Mexico to be stout at the point of attack and not allow that offensive line to create a new line of scrimmage.
I don't know about this spot though. Looks like he got a left foot spot instead of a right foot spot. And I think he's about a half yard shy. By the way, talk to anyone that ever worked on a chain gang. They'll tell you, depending on what side of the sidelines you're on, where that official spot comes, what foot it's with, makes a huge difference. I thought he had it on the second effort, but he doesn't. They get the stop. I'm guessing the official said, you know what, the whistle blew. And if it did, it was a good stop. Here's Dampier. Dancing and prancing. Oh, what a jitterbug out to the 37-yard line and a first down. Told us about him yesterday.
Yes, he did.
Here's the quick hitch out to Wysong. And Wysong takes 2 or 3 to get him down. He could be anywhere in college football. Sanders. Eli. for 38 yards.
Watch the big fellas get to the second level. When you get to the second level, you have a chance for your running back to do special things. They get there, and it's a big hole for Sanders to burst through. This is why they brought him here.
Sanders again. Well, he gets to the second level in a heartbeat. Rylan Orts with a saving tackle, the senior from Missoula. Leading returning tackler. Had 14 in one game. A loss to Idaho.
The thing that they're doing with Brody Grebe is very impressive. We haven't gotten a chance to call Brody Grebe's name all game, and it's because they have essentially neutralized him in the run and the pass game.
It's a brand new offensive front.
But Rocco Mendenhall was very, a matter of fact about the offensive line, was he not?
He was. Yeah, he felt good about him. He was more outspoken about the O-line than his offensive coordinator was. Third, the second mountain. More on that in a moment. Dampier's pass is caught. Crossing pattern to Trujillo. I like it when it's hard. Winning is better when it's difficult. And that's a certain face moment that he had here. That field goal try by Drizwicki is no good. I saw it on Netflix. It may have been elsewhere. I think it was an HBO series. Or AFC, it was AFC. Adam Jones is in the backfield. This is a great opportunity, when you think about it, Devin, for Montana State to take advantage.
I would love to see Tommy Mellott on the edge and allow him with a run-pass option to try to get the first down. Maybe with his legs, possibly with his arm, and the wind is picking up.
Yes, it is. We've had some wind storm alerts the past couple of days, and as you look right now, you see it.
Oh, look at the
popping up.
My goodness.
Yeah. Hold on to your board, Fred. Hold on to your board, Fred.
Oh.
Yeah, I promise you, this is
Offside. Defense.
This wind is not coming from the booth. Game is still within reach for Montana State. Well within reach. Jones, nothing doing. Maybe a yard. If they are going to throw it, it'll probably be something quick. Or possibly a jet sweep to McCullough. And he tight ropes his way down the sidelines. They're going to mark him maybe 2 yards shy of a first down. So that's a quality pickup to give them a third and manageable.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Third down 2 after that pickup of 6.
Now, again, we weren't able to see it on the previous play because on the previous third down, because New Mexico was offsides. Like I said before, I would love to see Tommy Mellott on the edge with the option to pick up the first down with his explosive legs.
He's going to go under center. Look how far behind him Scott Trey Humphrey is. He'll take it. That's like out of an old I formation. Out of the gun, Jones. Adam Jones just shy of the first down. Rohan Jones in the slot right. Pressure up the gut, play fake, look out, over the middle, it's caught. It's Province, it's first down, Montana State.
You can see those safeties start to get low, and a nice job on Mellott, who's been under immense pressure, standing in the pocket, waiting for it to clear, and putting that ball right through the vacancy.
We've come to the end of the third, and wants to go 348 to 283. 224 of those yards have been on the ground. They have the ball at the 20 to open the fourth. Look out, 22, Scott Trey Humphrey bolts ahead. Exactly, they got a 6'6" drop back passer as the backup quarterback. So these next 2 plays will dictate the rest of the way this game will play out. Out of the gun, high snap, Mellott's in trouble. Got a break though. What a block he got from Adam Jones, and he takes it in for the touchdown. What an ad-lib job, and what a late block. Number 23, take a look.
Not only Adam Jones, but you got on the outside wide receivers making plays in the blocking game as well. Watch number 8, Rohan Jones at the point of attack. Watch him. He's moving him, and now it's all the talent and ability of the quarterback, Tommy Mellott.
What a tightrope act.
That's very nice.
Mellott had 5 rushing yards, 5 rushing touchdowns a year ago. He's got 1 here. The lead is 10 for New Mexico after a Tremendous drive, culminating with a 14-yard touchdown scamper by Tommy Malott. Josh, trouble in turn for Sims. I know you love him on NASCAR. Sanders, play fake to him, pass caught by Wysong. There you go with that tight formation again. And inside, look at that, pops free for Rogers. Well, Nakari Rogers almost broke that one wide open.
This is a very good job of just getting behind your blockers and sifting your way through. And having this ability is such a good thing.
Rogers remains the setback. Here they come the other way with Jacobs. 2nd down and 9. Rogers remains the setback. Damp here with time, looking deep. Wysong, marker down. Pass was underthrown. Wysong knew it.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Pass interference, defense number 0. 15-yard penalty. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 0. That's another 15-yard penalty. That's his first penalty towards disqualification.
And that's something you just don't see
New Mexico.
Brent Vigen teams do. Nothing but good has happened out of this formation.
Put this on film in week 0 with a tough Mountain West schedule ahead.
Rogers. Forward progress will get him to 23 before being pushed back. Now I'm going to have better short-term memory, and at my age I need it. The long-term memory's solid.
Yeah, you're good for the long, but the short is tough.
Let's see what happens on 3rd down. Montana State answers the call. Eli Sanders is popped. Danny Ululida Kupa. All right, Drizwicki from 42. Missed one earlier. 47 is his longest. This time, it's no good. Well, you talked about it. New Mexico still has to learn how to win. Last 2 drives, they've come up empty. Jones. Adam Jones gets ahead for 8. Jones remains in the backfield. Ryan Larnigan, he's only made 1 big catch today. He'll use more as a blocker. And they're going to get the 1st down on that run. Humphrey now in the backfield. Malott pulls it down and takes it up to about the 40 to the 41. 15 of 22 today for 124 yards. Humphrey. Only a couple. I'll give him 2. And the line to gain will be the 46-yard line. So 3rd down and 4 coming up in what's got to be 4-down territory the rest of the way for Montana State.
And Tim, we talked about those chunk plays that we need to see from Montana State so that they can put themselves in a position to win this game. Tommy Malott has only completed 2 balls down the field over 20 yards. You know what I mean? So he's got to find a way to drive the ball down the field, and he has an opportunity with 0 coverage from New Mexico.
Oh, they tried to cross him up with a running play, which tells you they're going on 4th down. They're 0 for 2 on 4th downs today. 4th and 3. Blitz off the corner. New Mexico takes over. Came in here as a 13.5-point favorite. For those of you who keep up with such things, that was a shocking number. It opened at 4.5, but that was really a must drive. You had to think. Ahead goes Eli Sanders. 3rd down and 5. He's going to throw it, and it's dropped. All right, Rodriguez will punt it away. He's had a great day. This will be a coffin corner punt. Little end over ender. We're talking 70 acres in Montana. Gave that up to come here. Here comes Malott. That will be a horse collar at the 9. I can call that one from up here.
But the one thing we do have is a quarterback, and like you said, Kirby Smart said it, if you have a quarterback, you just have a chance.
Wow, Adam Jones. No one was there on the left side. It is a race to the finish. Touchdown, Bobcats. Hello, how do you do? Extra point is good. We have a 3-point game. College football is back, baby.
It's a very nice job getting on the edge and hitting your head on the goalpost. Gets inside and then sticks that right foot in the ground, and it is nothing but daylight. You can see the sun's just a little bit brighter here in Albuquerque, and Jones finds that daylight and gets to the end zone.
This time it wasn't Marcus Weir, it was Connor Moore, 72, who moved from tackle to guard, and the sophomore from Millbury, Ohio, freshman All-America a season ago.
We've talked about it.
I mean, we may be seeing the team that is in the FCS title game again. Double dip Thursday in Minnesota, then out to Nebraska and Lincoln on Saturday.
In football games, they need to finish, and you can see them back in that battleship.
Yeah, Rogers bounces outside. Nakari Rogers. Spencer's working with Eric Collins this year. We look forward to seeing them together. They'll be at Iowa State next week. How huge is winning this game? I mean, you're setting the narrative for your entire season for the start of it. Sanders burrows ahead past the 40 to the 42 and a timeout. In need of a first down with 2:15 left.
Montana State has struggled with that combination down at the bottom of your screen.
Dampier's pass dropped by Medford. I mean, between the 1 and the 2. Special teams hurrying to get their guys out there. Aaron Rodriguez will boot it. Here comes a flag. Too much time.
Offense, 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
New Mexico just hasn't had them on the offensive end or on the defensive end. And now you're going to get the ball back to Tommy Malott with a chance.
Line driver to Dowler. He can run it back. He's outstanding in that area. They didn't want to kick from anywhere outside 35 yards. Now they got to go a long way to get in position to tie this game. Malott's pass is complete.
If you're New Mexico, I know you've allowed the passes to be completed on the outside, but you might want to choke up so they can't just chop you all the way down the field.
One timeout left. Rohan Jones. Jones past the 30 to the 32. 147 is left.
It's too easy. You know that they're going to throw the ball. You know the type of passing game they're leaning on, the short passing game. You've got to choke up on those wide receivers or it's going to be death by 1,000 cuts all the way down into field goal range.
So after a gain of 16, Malott again. Over the middle, tipped, almost picked. 2nd and 10. Pass is thrown behind McCullough. Looked like a mix-up on the route. McCullough was running a curl, and the pass was an out route. They go empty. 5 wides. Malott lets it fly. He's got a wide open receiver, Alexander. Flag is down. Alexander is down at the 30. We'll check the marker.
It's going to be on the defense. You're going to get a holding in the middle of the field, and that play is going to stand.
Holding. Defense number 39. Penalties decline, resulting in a first down.
Well, now they're getting dangerously close to field goal range. They'd like to get to the 20 for Sanstead. Jones, out route, complete. 2nd down and 5. Adam Jones, who had the 93-yard scamper behind him, stays in the block. Malott running out of time. He's got Jones flushed out, first down. What a huge moment for the kid from Butte, Montana, Tommy Malott. Coming to age just a passer here. Another one thrown out and another scoop by Dowler. 2nd and 10. Jones almost broke free.
Zero coverage.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Malott over the middle. It's caught. It's McCullough. 1st and goal. Clock winding down. That's Humphrey. It's touchdown, Montana State.
The 2 outside defensive players unblocked. They're so worried about Tommy Malott that they can't do their job, and he walks in the end zone and puts his team up.
In the kicking game, without question. Still 10 seconds remain. Does Dampier have a miracle in mind? What a game he's had. Running out of time. This could be it.
He's across the line.
Lets it fly. I think he may be past the line of scrimmage. We'll see. Medford made the grab. They're going to mark it at the 47-yard line, but I do think we've got a flag.
If I'm
you
not
saw
mistaken,
it in real time.
That's a clock running penalty, and that's a 10-second runoff. I think this ball game's over.
Yep. Brent Vegan. What a W for him.
Wow.
I mean,
how about the quarterback? Time him a lot. He struggled early. He struggled a little in the middle, but he found a way.
Here comes the call, and I think you're right.
Illegal forward pass. Offense number 3. 5-yard penalty includes a loss of down. It'll be 2nd down.
At Arizona next, then a week off, then to Auburn, before they finally get to play Fresno State here at home in the Mountain West. Last play of the game, Dampier will let it fly. Trujillo try to get rid of it, little soccer play, but Montana State recovers, and they get out of here with an FCS victory over Mountain West.